The White House is facing intense pushback from farmers for a plan to temporarily scrap tariffs on more than 660 million pounds of ground beef imports. So the plan is to sell it for 25% below market prices. According to the American Farm Bureau Federation, in July, the nation's beef herd had fell to a record low, and that's causing beef prices in the U.S. to rise. While the Trump administration says this deal will reduce prices for Americans, ranchers say this will run them out of business.
I can't believe that President Trump and Secretary Rawlings just kicked us in the teeth yesterday by saying that they're going to import foreign beef here into the United States. You're going to run us out of business, and we will never, ever be able to rebuild the herd. With this action for the next 90 days, what it's doing is pushing down the price of beef that we sell to the sale barn that ultimately goes to your table.
Shawn Harris is a cattle rancher in Georgia. He's also the Democratic nominee for Georgia's 14th congressional district. You've got some friends behind you there, I see. They're just kind of chilling in the shade. But let's get to the important part here. You said you're totally against all of this. How is this hurting American ranchers?
You know, since I made that video on Saturday, since that time, the price of our cattle, live cattle, has continued to drop. And all of these girls behind me, the girls over there, even the heifers way over there, everything on this farm is pregnant right now, or we were rebuilding the herd, trying to do the thing that the administration had asked us to do. But President Trump, with putting this foreign beef on the ground, is actually lowering the cost and making all of our farmers hurt. Like I said earlier, right now we got crazy input costs when it comes to tariffs and diesel, fertilizer, everything. And now farmers are about to sell their cattle, and we're going to lose money on this deal starting today, because the sale actually happened today in our region.
If the administration passed a farm bill that was favorable for ranchers, what would that look like?
You know, the reality of it is the farm bill is ready to go up there in the Senate as we speak. Right now, the Republicans and the Democrats just got to get together on one piece of that farm bill, and the other half of that farm bill is the SNAP program. And as you know, that SNAP program takes care of our less fortunate. That's our children and our seniors. I would say to the Senate, hey, get in the room. Let's get this thing figured out. And I think we should have 2 years for the states to get all their systems in place before we start penalizing people with the SNAP program. So when they get back here in a few weeks, they need to get the farm bill passed, because right now, with all the drought and all the natural disasters we've got going on, forest fires out west, farmers are hurting right now. But we also need to make sure that we're taking care of the least of us, and that's the people that depend on the SNAP program, because that farm bill covers both of those particular programs.
How will this decision impact the price of food that goes on our table?
You know, I'll be honest with you, with this foreign beef that's coming in, and again, we don't even know where it's coming from. Mm-hmm. The last time President Trump tried to do this, he actually brought it in from Argentina. That was a buyout. We're going to see where it's coming from. But the crazy thing is, this is quality beef. I can tell you where these cows were born. I can tell you everything I've done with them. And as you see, they've been treated very nice. You can't say the same. Where's that beef coming from and what country? And you can't even really say it's actually beef. So the bottom line, I'm saying to the president, listen to all of our farmers out here and ranchers out here. Listen to our organizations, the Cattle Association, and everybody, and say, look, for once, this time, back off this thing, because you're going to run all of our farmers and ranchers completely out of business. And this is not a Democrat or Republican thing. This is 100% making sure that we can feed America and the world. But right now, this thing that he's doing could potentially run us out of business here in the next 90 days.
Well, I appreciate you talking with us. Shawn, if you don't mind, I kind of want to pivot a little bit, steer in a different direction. You know, we've been reporting that Dolly Parton died today. It's touched a lot of people, and I understand through our producers you have a story to share about her, if you can share.
Yeah, you know, here in my district, CD 14, we're in Northwest Georgia, and one of the coolest things was when I started running for Congress, I went to a place called Ringo, Georgia. And right there in Ringo, Georgia, just right over the border from Tennessee, that's where Dolly Parton and her husband got married. And in that little town, I was just there Saturday, but in that town, there's a big mirror of Dolly Parton. So I just want to say, rest in peace, Dolly. We love you. And you did incredible for everybody in this particular country and the world.
Thank you for sharing. Shawn Harris, appreciate it.